Hello my dear students, a very good morning to all of you. After a long gap I am over here and I hope that you all are staying safe at your home with your family. In the previous two lectures, in fact I am here with the topic trigonometry for class 10 I am going to discuss about. In the previous two lectures we discussed about the trigonometric ratios as well as their limitations. Limitations means their range, means the values of trigonometric ratios when the angle varies from 0 degree to 90 degree. The minimum and maximum value we had discussed. Today we shall be discussing about the trigonometric ratios of some specific angles, whatever is provided in your syllabus. That is the T ratios of 0 degree, 30 degree, 45 degree, 60 degree as well as 90 degree. So one by one we shall be discussing all about and giving the geometrical proof of all of them also, because it is provided in your syllabus to give the geometrical proof or to geometrically go on finding the values of sine 30 degree or tan 60 degree etc. So for that we just go on starting the topic, the trigonometric ratios of specific angle. So first of all we are going to discuss about the trigonometric ratios of 30 degree and 60 degree. Afterwards we shall be talking about T ratios of 45 degree and finally 0 degree and 90 degree. So in order to find 30 degree and 60 degrees T ratios, we have just considered an equilateral triangle. As you all know that in an equilateral triangle, all sides are equal. So the sides have been taken as twice of A. You may be taking as A also, but while taking twice of A as the length of the sides of the triangle, you will be getting quite easy to define the half of that one, because that is the half of twice A of A would be A only. Had you been taken A over here, the side of the equilateral triangle, then half of them would be A by 2. Quite, what is that, cumbersome to calculate all of them. Anyways, so we have taken the length of the side of the right equilateral triangle as twice of A. Now, I have written everything where AC, AB, BC and CA has been taken as twice of A. Now, what is we are going to do? We are going to draw a perpendicular from the vertex A to the opposite side BC. So as you know that all the angles, all interior angles of an equilateral angle are 60 degree each. So from basic geometry you can give the proof as it is given in your NCERT books. Otherwise you can in short move ahead like saying that the perpendicular drawn from the vertex either in an isosceles triangle or an equilateral triangle divides the opposite sides in two equal halves, as well as the vertical angle is also divided into two equal halves, and on the basis of that we can say that angle BAD becomes what? 30 degree. Why so? Because if it is perpendicular, this becomes 90 degree, this is 60 degree, you know very well, an interior angle of an equilateral triangle, and so 90 degree minus 60 degree gives you 30 degree, because the sum of the angles becomes only 180 degree. So this becomes 30 degree, this one is means what? Half of the angle A is 30 degree and the angle B is 60 degree and ADB becomes 90 degree. So we have got a right triangle ADB over here. So everything we have mentioned, and so far as BD and DC are concerned, since D bisect BC and the length of BC is twice of A, so BD is equal to DC is equal to what? Half of the length of BC, and that gives you what? A. So try to understand over here. I have written on the board, you may very well pause it and note it down, that the perpendicular drawn from the vertex to the opposite side of either an isosceles triangle or an equilateral triangle bisect the vertical angle and opposite side as well. Therefore BD is equal to DC is equal to half of BC, that gives you the length A, and angle BAD and CAD becomes half of 60 degree, that gives you angle 30 degree. Now we shall be considering to define the trigonometric ratios of all those angles 30 degree, 60 degree and 90 degree. One more thing you must be noting, that when a right angle triangle contains two of its interior angles as 30 degree and 60 degree, you must be noting that the smallest side is always half of the longest side. Means what? The smallest side is always half of the hypotenuse. On the basis of that we can also say that if the longest side means the hypotenuse of this right triangle ADB is twice of A, naturally BD would be equal to half of twice of it, that is A. You may remember this very particular concept which will be useful further. Anyways, One more thing I have to say. In fact, in my previous video, some of the guys requested me to deal with in Hindi also. That's why, though we are not allowed to deal with in other language other than English by the management of the school, but since the guys have been requested, that's why I'm going to try my best to make you understand in Hindi also. So this is an equilateral triangle. AD क्या है? Perpendicular है, and BD और DC बराबर A है. तो हम लोग क्या कंसिडर करने जा रहे हैं? हम लोग लेने जा रहे हैं राइट ट्रायंगल ADB. यहाँ पे ADB राइट ट्रायंगल लेंगे तो फॉर 30 डिग्री के लिए which is the opposite side, BD is the opposite side, that will be perpendicular and hypotenuse is AB. और AD क्या हो जाएगा? AD इसका बेस हो जाएगा. अगर मैं 60 डिग्री की बात करूं तो 60 डिग्री के अपोजिट AD आता है, तो AD हो जाएगा आपका परपेंडिकुलर, BD हो जाएगा बेस और AB हो जाएगा हाइपोटेन्यूज. हाइपोटेन्यूज दोनों एंगल्स के लिए सेम ही रहेगा, बट परपेंडिकुलर और बेस डिफरेंट हो जाता है, जैसे आप लोग अच्छी तरह जानते हैं. तो ट्रिग्नोमेट्रिक रेशियोज को डिफाइन करने के लिए वी नीड व्हाट? द लेंथ ऑफ ऑल साइड्स. The length of AB is known, the length of BD is known, but the length of AD is not known. AD का लेंथ हमें पाइथागोरस थ्योरम की मदद से मिलेगा. तो पाइथागोरस थ्योरम का यूज़ करते हैं हम लोग किस ट्रायंगल में? ADB में, टू फाइंड द लेंथ ऑफ AD. वेरी सिंपल. Using Pythagoras theorem, in right triangle ADB, AD is always equal to what? Square root of AB square minus BD square. AD is equal to what? Square root of AB square minus BD square, because AB square is equal to BD square plus AD square. We have used that very particular concept directly, you know very well. So AB square is what? AB is twice of A, so this is twice of A the whole square. BD is A square. So you know better, this is 4A square minus A square. Now this gives you what? 3A square. And what will be the positive value of that one? Because you have to consider the positive value only, so we don't write plus minus, we just write the positive value. What is that? Under root 3 into A. So this is the length of AB. So this is under root 3 into A. Right? Now one by one we just start taking angle 30 degree. So whenever we shall be taking 30 degree angle, the opposite side BD will be taken as perpendicular, AD will be taken as base and AB will be taken as hypotenuse. जब हम लोग 60 डिग्री की बात करेंगे, 60 डिग्री की बात करेंगे, तो AD को हम लोग लेंगे परपेंडिकुलर, BD को लेंगे बेस, AB तो हाइपोटेन्यूज होगा ही होगा. तो अब लेते हैं इस ट्रायंगल में, हम लोग लेते हैं ट्रायंगल ADB. So in right triangle ADB, taking T ratios of angle 30 degree, that is angle BAD is equal to 30 degree. Right? अब इसके लिए क्या होगा? For this BD is what? Perpendicular. AD is what? Base. And AB is what? Hypotenuse. Right? Now one by one just go on dealing. Now first of all we deal with sine, cos and tan, and then afterward cosec, sec and cot. Now sine of 30 degree. So we have to take P by H. What is P? BD. And what is the length of BD? A. Upon what? H is what? Twice of it. So this gives you what? 1 by 2. So sin 30 degree is what? 1 by 2. Cos 30 degree, that is b by h. Again b is what? Under root 3a by h is what? Twice of a. That gives you what? Root 3 by 2. Again tan 30 degree, that is p upon b. What is perpendicular? A. And what is b? Root 3a. So that gives you what? 1 upon root 3. Right? Now cosec 30 degree, that is h upon p. What is h? Twice of a. What is p? A. So that gives you 2. Means what? The reciprocal of sin 30 degree. Just go on taking the reciprocal of sin 30 degree, will be getting the value of cosec 30 degree. Likewise, whenever you will be taking the reciprocal of cos 30 degree, you will be getting the value of sec 30 degree, and the reciprocal of tan 30 degree will constitute the trigonometric ratios of cot 30 degree. So here sec 30 degree is h upon b, is what? Twice of a by what? Under root 3a. That gives what? Twice of root 3. And finally cot 30 degree. Cot 30 degree is what? If tan 30 p by b, this will be b by p. So b is root 3a, that is a, that gives what? Root 3. So this is all about the sin 30 degree, cos 30 degree, tan 30 degree, cosec, sec, as well as cot 30 degree. Now we are going to deal with the angle ABD. Again, for angle ABD, that equals what? 60 degree. What is this? Which one would be the perpendicular for 60 degree? Opposite side क्या है इसका? AD. तो AD हो जाएगा आपका P, BD क्या हो जाएगा आपका? B, AD हो गया P, BD हो गया P, B एंड AB तो आपका हाइपोटेन्यूज होगा ही होगा. अब एक एक करके हम लोग साइन, कॉस, टैन वगैरह के 60 डिग्रीज के वैल्यूज फाइंड करते हैं. सो साइन 60 डिग्री इज व्हाट? P by H, B by H. What is P is for this one? Root 3a by 2a. So that gives what? Under root 3 by 2. So sin 60 degree is equal to under root 3 by 2. Cos 60 degree is B by H. What is B? 60 degree के बेस क्या हो गया? A. और ये क्या हो गया? 2a. That gives you what? 1 by 2. तो cos 60 degree हो गया 1 by 2, that is half. Tan 60 degree, that is P upon B. P आपका क्या है इसके लिए? रूट 3a. B क्या है भाई? A. So वैल्यू क्या है आपका? अंडर रूट 3. What about cosec and sec? Cosec 60 degree and sec 60 degree. H by P. H क्या है? Twice of A. P क्या है? रूट 3 by A. रूट 3a, that is 2 upon under root 3. फिर sec 60 degree H upon B. H क्या है भाई? Twice of A. B क्या है भाई? A, that is 2. आप ध्यान से ऑब्जर्व करें तो आप हमेशा पाएंगे कि साइन एंड कॉसेक एक दूसरे के रेसिप्रोकल है, कॉस और सेक एक दूसरे के रेसिप्रोकल है, और टैन एंड कॉट एक दूसरे के रेसिप्रोकल है. तो अगर आपने तीन के वैल्यूज़ फाइंड कर लिए और या फिर आपको आता है साइन कॉस और टैन के, तो बाकी के वैल्यूज़ स्वतः प्राप्त हो सकते हैं. तो यू कैन वेरी वेल फाइंड द वैल्यूज़ ऑफ अदर ट्रिग्नोमेट्रिक रेशियोज, अदर 3 ट्रिग्नोमेट्रिक रेशियोज, cosec, sec and cot for the given angle once you have remembered the trigonometric ratios of sine, cos and tan respectively. So here we have dealt with the proof of getting the trigonometric ratios of 30 degree as well as 60 degree. So just do a good practice of this one at your home, and because this is also given in the syllabus. This may also come in your exam to find the value of sine 30 degree, cos 30 degree, or tan 60 degree, etc. Geometrically. So in that case, you have to consider this one. Now we are going to deal with the trigonometric ratios of 45 degree. जैसा कि आप सभी समझते हैं कि अगर किसी राइट ट्रायंगल में एक एंगल हम लोग 45 डिग्री लेते हैं तो जाहिर सी बात है कि दूसरा एंगल भी 45 डिग्री हो जाएगा. मीन्स व्हाट, दैट ट्रायंगल वुड बी एन आइसोसेलेस ट्रायंगल, समद्विबाहु त्रिभुज होने को है. बिकॉज एक तो 90 डिग्री ऑलरेडी है, बाकी दो आपका 45 डिग्री ईच हो जाएगा. सो इसके लिए हम लोग कंसिडर करते हैं, वी जस्ट कंसिडर अ राइट ट्रायंगल and that should be isosceles. Means what? Isosceles right triangle we are going to consider. So just see, we have taken this right triangle ABC, right angle at B. This equals this one, because if you take this one, so we have considered an isosceles right angle triangle where BC and AB has been taken as A. Why so? Because if it is a right angle triangle, one angle is 90 degree and one angle has been taken as 45 degree. Naturally the other angle would be 45 degree, 90 degree minus 45 degree, because the sum of all interior angles should be 180 degree. I have written over here isosceles right triangle you have considered where B angle has been taken as 90 degree and angle A can be taken as 90 degree minus angle C, because C has been taken as 45 degree and that gives you 45 degree. And the equal angles have got opposite sides equal in length. That is why AB is equal to BC is equal to A we have considered for the time being. Now using Pythagoras theorem we are concerned about finding the hypotenuse of this right angle triangle. हमें hypotenuse को find करना है, because जब तक हम लोग तीनों साइड को नहीं find कर लेंगे तब तक T ratios सारे T ratios ऑब्टेन नहीं किए जा सकते. तो AC को फाइंड करने के लिए हमने पाइथागोरस थ्योरम का यूज़ किया. यहाँ पे पाइथागोरस थ्योरम को यूज़ करके AC को निकाल लिया. AB स्क्वायर प्लस BC स्क्वायर, स्क्वायर रूट होगा ऑफ दैट. सो अंडर रूट A स्क्वायर प्लस A स्क्वायर गिव टू व्हाट, अंडर रूट ट्वाइस ऑफ A स्क्वायर, एंड द पॉजिटिव वैल्यू इज व्हाट, अंडर रूट 2A. सो AC बिकम्स व्हाट, अंडर रूट 2A. अब इस आधार पर हम लोग T रेशियोज फाइंड करेंगे, सारे ट्रिग्नोमेट्रिक रेशियोज फाइंड करेंगे एंगल 45 डिग्री. So just see, now sine of 45, cos of 45, tan of 45 degree, sec 45 degree, and cot 45 degree. Sin is equal to what? P upon H. We have taken angle C, so this will becomes what? This will be P for this one, this will be what? B for this one, and this is what? H. इसको हाइपोटेन्यूज तो लेंगे क्योंकि इस एंगल सी को हम लोग कंसीडर कर रहे हैं. अगर आप एंगल ए को कंसीडर करोगे तो भी ये आपका परपेंडिकुलर हो जाएगा, ये आपका बेस हो जाएगा. हाइपोटेन्यूज तो वही रहने वाला है. तो आप कोई भी लो, बिकॉज बोथ ऑफ द एंगल्स आर ऑफ 45 डिग्री डिनोमिनेशन, दैट्स व्हाई इट विल मेक नो एनी डिफरेंस. सो यू मे कंसीडर आइदर ऑफ दीज टू एंगल्स, इधर यू कंसीडर एंगल ए और यू मे कंसीडर एंगल सी. सो साइन 45 डिग्री मीन्स व्हाट? P upon H. If you go on taking P upon H, what is P over here? P is what? A. And what is H? Root 2A. So this gives you what? The value under 1 by root 2. Likewise cos 45 degree, B upon H. The same result you are going to get, A upon under root 2A, that is 1 upon root 2. What about tan 45 degree? P upon B. perpendicular is what? A. Base is what? Again A. That gives you 1. So remember, tan 45 degree is always equal to 1. Cosec 45 degree. Either you take the reciprocal of all these three, or you may be using geometrically also. So this is h upon p. What is h? Under root 2a divided by a. That gives you root 2. Sec 45 degree, h upon b. The same result, under root 2a divided by a gives you root 2. And cot 45 degree is what? B upon p. That is a upon a. That is 1. So in this way we have obtained the trigonometric ratios of 45 degree also. So far you have got the trigonometric ratios of 30 degree, 60 degree as well as 45 degree. Now we are going to deal with the very important concept of trigonometric ratios of 0 degree and 90 degree. So before dealing this one, I must say you something. A right angle triangle cannot have any interior angle as 0 degree, because once it becomes 0 degree, then the triangle is not formed. Likewise, two angles of the right angle triangle cannot be of 90 degree denomination, because so whenever we are going to take the angle 90 degree, 190 degree already present over there, so that is not possible in a triangle. So in these two cases we are going to take the limiting values. Means what? We are not going to take the T ratios of exactly 0 degree or exactly 90 degree. We shall be approaching towards 0 degree as well as 90 degree. Means what? We are not going to take sine 90 degree, cos 90 degree, etc. We are going to take sine of 89.999999999 etc. degree, which is just approaching towards 90 degree. And in that case, we just want to see the behavior of the sides of the right angle triangle. So just watch carefully. This is very, very important to know about the T ratios of 0 degree and 90 degree. Because they are not giving the exact values, they are giving the approximate value, or you may be saying the limiting values of T ratios for 0 degree and 90 degree we are going to get. T ratios of 0 degree and 90 degree. Just go on watching carefully. We have got this triangle. Suppose A, B and C. This is the angle we are going to consider, right? We say that for this angle, suppose this is angle theta. What is this? This is the perpendicular, this is the base, and this is the hypotenuse. Once this angle theta is being approached towards 0 degree, that means the angle is lesser than any positive angle. Suppose this is going to be decreased. If you go on decreasing this angle theta, अगर आप इस थीटा को डिक्रीज करने लगे, कम से कम यानी 0 डिग्री की तरफ अप्रोच कराने लगे, तो एक्जैक्टली 0 डिग्री होगा नहीं, अदरवाइज एक स्ट्रेट लाइन मिल जाएगा. तो ट्रायंगल फॉर्म करने के लिए हम लोग कहते हैं व्हेन थीटा अप्रोच करता है किसको? 0 डिग्री. थीटा एग्जैक्ट 0 नहीं होता है, थीटा अप्रोच करता है 0 डिग्री को. तो जैसे जैसे थीटा अप्रोच करता है 0 डिग्री को, यानी छोटा से छोटा होता जाता है. अब गौर से फरमाएं कि परपेंडिकुलर का लेंथ काफ़ी छोटा होता चला जाता है. तो हम लोग कह सकते हैं कि परपेंडिकुलर किधर मूव कर रहा है? परपेंडिकुलर अप्रोच कर रहा है 0 लेंथ की तरफ. एग्जैक्टली 0 नहीं होता है, 0 लेंथ की तरफ, मतलब इतना छोटा हो जाता है कि हम लोग इसको 0 मान सकते हैं थोड़ी देर के लिए, राइट. एंड बेस और हाइपोटेन्यूज दोनों लगभग बराबर हो जाते हैं. एग्जैक्टली बराबर नहीं होते, लगभग बराबर हो जाते हैं. मतलब बेस और हाइपोटेन्यूज के लेंथ में इतना नगण्य अंतर होता है. दैट मीन्स the difference between the lengths of the hypotenuse and base is almost negligible. So we take base is equal to hypotenuse in this case. So when theta approaches 0 degree, base is approaching towards h. Means what? Base and h are approximately this one. Means that is base is approximately equal to h. ये approximation का sign है, approximately equal to h. And परपेंडिकुलर क्या हो जाता है? परपेंडिकुलर अप्रॉक्सीमेटली 0 की तरफ ये जैसा हो जाता है, राइट. जब हम 90 डिग्री की बात करते हैं, सपोज ये एंगल को अगर हम लोग बढ़ाते जाएं, सीधी सी बात है, ये 90 डिग्री है आपका, ये एंगल थीटा है। अगर हम इसको बढ़ाते जाएंगे एंगल को, निश्चित रूप से ये बढ़ता जाएगा, बढ़ता जाएगा। जैसे जैसे ये एंगल बढ़ता जाए थीटा, जैसे जैसे वैन थीटा अप्रोचेस व्हाट 90 डिग्री। अब गौर से देखें, इसका बेस जो है, ये जो परपेंडिकुलर था ये हाइपोटेन्यूज है, इसका बेस धीरे धीरे छोटा होता चला जाता है। यानी बेस किसकी तरफ अपोज करता है? जीरो की तरफ, और परपेंडिकुलर और हाइपोटेन्यूज लगभग बराबर होने लग जाता है। मीन्स एग्जैक्टली बराबर तो होता नहीं, दे आर नॉट एग्जैक्टली इक्वल टू ईच अदर इन लेंथ। The hypotenuse and base are approximately equal to each other. Means the difference between their lengths are almost negligible. So when theta approaches 90 degree, P is approximately equal to what? H, and B is approximately equal to 0. So this concept is that with using this particular concept, we just define the trigonometric ratios of 0 degree and 90 degree. So must be knowing that trigonometric ratios of 0 degree and 90 degree, they are not the exact giving the exact values, they are giving the limiting values. If someone asks you, अगर कोई आपसे पूछता है कि क्या ये exact value deal करता है, तो आप कहिएगा नहीं। ट्रिग्नोमेट्रिक रेशियोज अगर हम राइट ट्रायंगल की बात करें तो 0 डिग्री और 90 डिग्री के लिए एग्जैक्ट वैल्यू नहीं, बल्कि एक लिमिटिंग वैल्यू यानी सीमा मान देता है। हाँ, अगर हम लोग एक सर्कल को लेकर डिफाइन करते हैं, जैसे आप क्लास 11 में पढ़ेंगे, इन दैट केस यू विल बी गेटिंग द एग्जैक्ट वैल्यू ऑफ sin π/2 एज वेल एज sin 0 एट्सेट्रा, राइट। मगर लेकिन यहाँ पे चूंकि हम लोग राइट ट्रायंगल की बात कर रहे हैं, तो ना तो 0 डिग्री एंगल फॉर्म होगा और ना ही 90 डिग्री एंगल फॉर्म हो सकता है, द थर्ड एंगल एनी अदर एंगल एक्सेप्ट दैट राइट एंगल, बिकॉज किसी भी ट्रायंगल में दो 90 डिग्री एंगल नहीं हो सकते और कोई एक 0 डिग्री एंगल भी नहीं हो सकता। ऐसी स्थिति में ट्रायंगल फॉर्म ही नहीं होगा। एंड on the basis of that we just go on defining the T ratios of these two angles. So one by one आप इसको समझ लें, अच्छी तरीके से नोट कर लें इसको, ये काफ़ी काम का चीज़ है, आपको ध्यान रखना। सो अगर हम बात करें sin 0 डिग्री की, therefore sin 0 डिग्री ये क्या होगा? cos 0 डिग्री, tan 0 डिग्री, cosec 0 डिग्री, sec 0 डिग्री, इसी तरह से sin 90 डिग्री, cos 90 डिग्री, tan 90 डिग्री, cosec sec 90 डिग्री as well as cot 90 डिग्री। जरा गौर फरमाइए, sin 0 डिग्री इज व्हाट? P अपॉन H। जब हम लोग 0 डिग्री की तरफ बढ़ते हैं तो हम लोग देखते हैं P और H लगभग बराबर होने लग जाते हैं, यानी अप्रॉक्सीमेटली यह किसके बराबर हो जाएगा? H अपॉन H, और H अपॉन H क्या होता है? 1। तो sin 0 डिग्री, आई एम सॉरी, P क्या हो रहा है? 0 एंड H हो रहा है H, सो दिस गिव्स यू व्हाट? 0। आई एम सॉरी, सो sin 0 डिग्री आपको क्या दे दिया? 0। लाइकवाइज cos 0 डिग्री आप गौर से देखें, B अपॉन H, B यहाँ किसकी तरफ अप्रोच करता है? बेस और हाइपोटेन्यूज लगभग बराबर होने लगते हैं, तो दिस इज H अपॉन H, सो दैट गिव्स यू 1। सो cos 0 डिग्री इज 1। व्हाट अबाउट tan 0 डिग्री? tan इज व्हाट? P अपॉन P। अब आप ध्यान से देखिए, परपेंडिकुलर इसका 0 की तरफ जा रहा है और बेस इसका किसकी तरफ जा रहा है? हाइपोटेन्यूज की तरफ। आप बेस लिखो या H लिखो, 0 डिवाइडेड बाई एनी नॉन जीरो क्वांटिटी गिव्स यू 0। cosec 0 डिग्री इज व्हाट? H अपॉन P। अब H इसका तो H ही है, P किसकी तरफ जा रहा है? 0। आगे मैं आपको ये भी बताऊंगा, एनीवेज मगर आप लोग शायद जानते हो, मस्ट बी नोइंग दैट एनी नॉन जीरो क्वांटिटी डिवाइडेड बाय 0 गिव्स व्हाट? एन अनडिफाइंड नंबर, दैट इज नॉट डिफाइंड। सो यू मे बी राइटिंग इट एज इन्फिनिटी, सो दिस इज नॉट डिफाइंड। आप इसको लिखेंगे नॉट a largest number beyond which we cannot define any number, that is symbolically written as infinity. This is called infinity. So this is not defined. So far as sec 0 degree is concerned, what is that? H upon P. Again H and B are almost equal. So h upon h gives you what? 1. So sec 0 degree is also 1. Cot 0 degree is what? B upon P. So this is B is approaching towards h and P is approaching to B is this is B upon P. Sorry, B upon P, and P is approaching towards 0. फिर ये 0 से डिवाइड हो रहा है, again it is being divided by 0, so the resultant is what? Undefined. So these are all values for the trigonometric ratios of 0 degree. So sin 0 degree is 0, cos 0 degree is 1, tan 0 degree is 0. Right? Not take the reciprocal of that. 0 का reciprocal क्या हो जाएगा? 1 upon 0 or something upon 0 means what? Undefined. Tan cos 0 degree 1 का reciprocal 1 ही होगा, तो sec 0 degree 1, and again tan 0 degree का उसका reciprocal हो जाएगा, तो ये infinity. So likewise we defined about the trigonometric ratios of 0 degree. Likewise sin 90 degree P upon H. जब हम 90 डिग्री की बात करते हैं तो P और H जैसे जैसे एंगल बढ़ता है P और H लगभग बराबर होते हैं, तो यहाँ पर ये H upon H हो जाता है, ये 1 हो जाता है. cos 90 डिग्री B upon H. इस स्थिति में बेस हमेशा 0 की तरफ जाता है, तो ये 0 हो जाता है. tan 90 डिग्री क्या हो रहा है भाई? P upon B. B तो H की तरफ जा रहा है, लेकिन बेस तो 0 की तरफ जा रहा है, तो नेचुरली ये क्या हो जाता है? अनडिफाइंड. सो tan 90 डिग्री इज व्हाट? अनडिफाइंड. cosec 90 डिग्री आप इसका उल्टा भी ले सकते हो, दैट विल बी 1. sec 90 डिग्री रेसिप्रोकल ऑफ दैट वन अनडिफाइंड, एंड cot 90 डिग्री इसका उल्टा. सो व्हाट विल बी दैट रेसिप्रोकल ऑफ दैट? B upon P मीन्स व्हाट? B तो आपका 0 हो गया, P किसकी तरफ टेंड कर रहा है? H की तरफ, तो वैल्यू क्या आ गया? 0. तो cot 90 degree is 0. So must remember all these things means what? The T ratios of 0 degree as well as 90 degree. So far we have discussed about the T ratios of 0 degree, 30 degree, 45 degree, 60 degree and 90 degree. And we have made you understand geometrically about the proof of or getting the result of trigonometric ratios of 30 degree, 45 degree and 60 degree. Must keep in mind, just go on revising it, practicing it, because that may be asked in your coming exams either in the school or in the board exam also. It is also essential to know. So in short, I am just going to write all those trigonometric ratios of all those angles in a nutshell. I am just going to describe. Now to deal with the problems of the given exercises, you need to remember, you need to keep in mind the T ratios of all these angles. This depends upon the practice. So just go on practicing it, having the good knowledge of T ratios of sine, cos and tan. Once you have got a good knowledge of, or you have remembered the T ratios of sine, cos and tan, automatically the other one can be obtained, because cosec is what? 1 by sine. Sec is what? 1 by cos, and cot is what? 1 by tan. On the basis of that trigonometric ratios, you can very well find the T ratios of other values. So just watch. Angles and T ratios. Angles we are going to discuss over here, and T ratios I am going to write over here. Sine, cos, tan, cot, cosec, and sec. Very simple to remember. So far as the angles are concerned, I write 0 degree, 30 degree, 45 degree, 60 degree and 90 degree. So if you want to find the value of sine 0 degree, sine 30 degree, etc., there is a simple technique to get this one. So once you have obtained the T ratios of sine of all these angles, naturally you will be getting the T ratios of all other for all other angles for other T ratios. So just one watching sine of 0 degree. So there is a simple technique. You may be taking 0 divided by 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is a technique only. Just go on dividing by 4 and take the square root of that one. So once you take the square root of that one, you get what? The value of sine. This all gives the value of sine for the given angle. So this is the technique. You just go on writing 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 divided by 4 and take the square root of that. That will give you the sine of the angle 0 degree, 30 degree, 45 degree, 60 degree and 90 degree. So 0 divided by 4 is what? 0. So sine 0 degree is 0. 1 divided by 4 is square root of 4 is 2. That gives you what? 1 by 2. 1, 2, 2 is 4. That gives you what? 1 by root 2. And this is root 3 by 2. And this one is what? 1. So immediately using this particular technique, we found the sine of 0 degree, 30 degree, 45 degree, 60 degree and 90 degree. Once you have obtained this one, take the values of cos of these angles in reverse order. Is just go on writing. This what? Just go on writing. This cos 0 degree is 1. Then just write cos 30 degrees, sine 60 degree is root 3 by 2. This is again 1 by root 2. This would be here 1 by 2 and this will be here. So sine and cos are the reciprocal of each other. We have taken in this way, in reverse order, not reciprocal, in reverse order we have taken to remember this one. This is quite easy to remember. So only one trigonometric ratios for the given angles we have to remember, and for that we have just discussed this particular technique to remember. So sine of the angles is obtained, in taking in reverse order, the cos of that one can be obtained. Now tan gives you what? The sine divided by cos. So go on dividing sine by cos, you will be getting the value of tan. Again take the reciprocal of tan, you will be getting cot. Reciprocal of sine will give you the value of cosec, and reciprocal of cos will give you the value of sec. So quite easy. Tan is what? Sine upon cos. So sine upon cos, 0 divided by 1 gives you what? 0. This divided by this, 1 upon root 3. This one divided by this one, the same thing, 1. This one divided by this one, the root 3. And 1 divided by 0 gives you what? Not defined. Either you write not defined or undefined. Likewise. Now, so far as the values of cot is concerned, just take the, either in reverse order, you may be taking in reverse order also, or you may be taking the reciprocal of that one. So if you take in reverse order, this would be splitting over here. Okay, root 3 is here, 1 is here, 1 by root 3 is here, and 0 is here. Cosec. Cosec is the reciprocal of sine. So 0 is there, that means 0 divided by 1. You may be taking 1 divided by 0. If 1 is divided by 0, that gives you what? Undefined. Infinity means what? Not defined. You may be writing what will be the reciprocal of 1 by 2? That is 2. What is that? Root 2. What is that? 2 upon root 3. And the reciprocal of 1 is 1. Now, so far as the value of sec of the given angles are concerned, either you take the reciprocal of cos, or you may be taking the values of cosec in reverse order. You will be getting the values of sec. So if 1 is there, you just go on writing in reverse order. Here you just write 1. Again 2 upon root 3 can be written over here. Root 2 here, 2 is here, and infinity is here. So these are all trigonometric ratios for the given angles we have discussed so far in this particular class. So you just go through this one very carefully, very cautiously and attentively. This will do a lot in your next class also, and in fact in class 10 also. Anyways, so this is all about the T ratios of some specific angle. In the next class, we shall be dealing with the problems related to that, as well as the problem of previous exercise we shall be dealing also. Till then, thank you very much for watching this video. So just wait for the next video, that means on the coming Sunday, you will be getting the next video where we shall be dealing with the problems related to these two exercises. And thank you very much again for that. Stay safe and take care of yourself. Thank you.